Welcome to another episode of the Business and Entertainment Show. My name is JR Watkis, and this week I have another special guest. His name is Christopher Birch of Birch Records. Now, Birch has been in the business for over 30 years. He has produced songs and albums for artists like Shaggy.
Hey, sexy lady, I like your flow. Your body's banging out of control.
Everybody that's notable in the reggae dancehall space, he has done it and done it all. Birch recently celebrated the milestone achievement of a BPI Silver certification for one of his biggest songs with Conscience, Broke Off Your Back.
Come wine till you broke off your back, broke off your back, broke off your, broke off your, broke off your back.
Christopher Birch, welcome to the Business and Entertainment Show, boss.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me.
So I needed to have you on the show because you're doing music your way, but I want to know where you're from and how you got into the music business.
Okay, doing music my way was always and ever will be Birch's style. Starting from Montego Bay. I start from Boys Club, Montego Bay Boys and Girls Club, playing trumpet in a marching band. Then I work on the hotel scene, start playing piano bar, play on the stage in Montego Bay, and I went to Negroes Unionism too in the early 90s. Played there mostly on the band. Then in Negril, play on the reggae scene, Kaisers on the bus. Then came to Kingston, 809 band, Dean Fraser, Michael Fletcher, Paul Cassie, Nambo, Chico, Bopi, Gibby. Bra Roots, you know. So from there, I then Diana King. I was one of the shy guy.
Meaning you
Original
produced,
shy guy.
You produced Shy Guy?
No, I didn't produce it. No, I was part of the band.
Oh, you were part
Our
of the
first band, yeah, our first, you know. And then from Diana King, then started work with Shaggy. And then that's when I started getting into production around that time, starting Birch's music, also producing for Shaggy, Robert Livingston.
So as a producer, in making your name as a producer, what was that first song that made people respect you or tip you into the corridors of music gentility?
Wow, the first song that really came out and made some impact was Sexy Lady. Shaggy, Sexy Lady, and we did I did a rhythm, the rhythm juggling for that, and that includes Marshalltown, Wayne Marshall, and that project also.
Marshall in town, tell them beware Marshall in town, tell them prepare Marshall in town. When the smoke clears, I will be there.
So what goes into your mind in making a rhythm? The song come first, or you make the rhythm first and be like, we're gonna put Sexy Lady on this?
Yeah, but you know the weirdest thing, the main tag on the keyboard, it start from there. With the keyboard and just playing around, but it's all come the idea first. Because everything starts from idea and then you take it from there. But 90% of the time I just play around and something always come around. I just play and then I record, and 5 minutes I just listen to it and say, okay, I like how this sound. Then I start with the drums, but I always start with the piano. Melody, people are always attracted to melody, you know? Then I put the beat around the melody. That's how I do my thing.
So Sexy Lady hit.
Right.
Did you know it was gonna hit? After it done tune, it leave the studio. Are you in your mind like, oh, I have a hit on my hand? Are you like, oh, this is just another song?
You know, this question come to me all the time. You never know when something's gonna hit. You just put your best foot forward all the time. Because it's not just one project you work on at the time. At the time we're working on Sexy Lady, we're working at least 30 other songs. You know, so you're not gonna say 30 other songs gonna hit. You just do your work and just do your best.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So then you have Sexy Lady, which is your first big hit.
Yeah, that was for Big Yard though.
For Big Yard.
Right.
That wasn't under Birch.
No, it was under Birch.
But then you decided to become an entrepreneur.
Right.
Set up your own business. What's that journey like? Be owning your schedule. So it's not a man I call you now to make something. It's you have to get up and make the product. What is that like?
Okay. Now, in doing that, I always own my time. But music business, especially touring, that's the only thing where that was scheduled. Because the artists going on the road, there's flights, stage show time, that's different. But into production now, I can go all night, all day. You know, there are times when I just no sleep, just experimenting. A lot of times I fail, trust me. There are some rhythms missed, didn't work. There are times some work, but actually 90% I own my time, always, you know. That's how I experiment. Nobody calling me and say, yo, you have to be here, no. It was never that.
And that allows you a free space to create.
Freedom, to just create.
One of your rhythms spawned the song Broke Off Your Back with Conscience, right? And that song recently went silver in the UK.
Right.
And that song was released what year?
2016.
So 2016, and it took this long to get a certification.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You know, things take time. But even before Sexy Lady, my first project that people really know me from now, because I did Sexy Lady for Big Yard. So what happened is now, at the time I started doing other stuff for Big Yard, but there was a time where I said, you know what, I'm gonna release something and just start at the whole label. And my first rhythm that really put me in the market as a producer in the streets was Thriller Rhythm. And the Thriller Rhythm was Cartel. Don't think me dead, but me not dead. Cecilia and Lady saw Loser. Solid as a rock. TOK.
Made it drop, but we solid as a rock. Them you think we would have flopped, but we solid as a rock.
Yeah man, it was a good rhythm.
Wow, that's a good catalog of songs.
Yeah man.
Do you own your masters?
Yeah, I do.
Do you encourage other artists, producers to do the same?
Well, okay. Owning masters, you have to pay for it, you know, and put in the work and put in the time. So anybody put in their time and work, they can own their stuff. Because you have a lot of people who want to own something they don't put in time. You understand? They say, okay, just because they think they're a businessman, and you know, maybe they put some money, or maybe they have some badness thing. So sometimes but you have to put in the work to own something. And you have to invest your own money.
As the music evolved in Jamaica, which it comes from the people, the people's suffering, a lot of the proceeds from the music is exported overseas from time immemorial. Bob Marley's catalog is exploited by Universal. It's the majority of the money is made overseas, and it's kept overseas as well. Do you think artists should be signing with record labels, or they should go independent?
Okay. First and foremost, music business is a business, just like any other thing. If somebody in New York, for example, Universal, see an artist in Jamaica, this raw talent, and they figure out a way to make some money, they're gonna invest. No, it's the artists that are gonna decide if they want to be a part of that. So it's all business, like any other business out there. People invest, you know. The artists, sometimes the artists need to know their way how they're gonna make money from this venture, you know. So everybody have a part to play, you know. But it's a worldwide thing, just like in Africa. Afrobeat now is doing well. Everybody's investing in Africa now, setting up shop down there, just like what they used to do in Jamaica.
What do you think of that? What do you think of Africa's emergence? The Grammys just announced a new category called Best African Performance. I interviewed the Grammy CEO. He said it is possible there could be a dancehall category in the future, but the Africans are lobbying. They're putting in proposals. They're organizing themselves. What do you think dancehall missed over the years that Afrobeat is rising to now?
Okay, it's all about numbers. I'm not gonna get too political. It's all about numbers. Afrobeat are making numbers, are pushing numbers. They're streaming like crazy. They're the new kid on the block right now. They're making a lot of noise. They have at least 3 artists. Burna Boy, Wizkid. They're doing great and they're doing numbers. Thames.
Asake.
Right, they're doing numbers. It's no friend thing like, okay, you're nice. No, numbers. So we have to just start making some numbers.
So what do you think? What do you think is reggae's selling problem?
That's $1 million question. I personally don't have an actual answer. It's just what happened is what I think we miss the unity. We miss that community of artists working together. I think there's a lot of animosity and I think we miss the unity. My main thing is just unity. We don't have unity no more. Everybody's over there doing this, some over there doing that, you know. Nobody not coming together and do stuff like before. That used to happen in the 90s or the 2000s, but 2023 is a whole different place.
And you think the unity should be among young by themselves or old by themselves? Like, what do you mean by unity? Like producers, artists, business people coming together?
Artists being on stage with artists. You have some artists don't want to be on stage with other artists. It never used to be like that. No, you have some artists don't want to be on stage. It's just weird. Very weird. I've never seen nothing like that. And no other industry have that kind of problem.
Maybe it will start with you putting them on the same rhythm.
Well, they don't even want to be on the rhythm with each other. That's another part. They have a rhythm and they will call and say, who on the rhythm? And if I call a name, they say, no, I don't want to be on the rhythm. That's the unity I'm talking about. It never used to be like that. So, hence, this is where we're at right now.
Are you in a position to work with them? Are you willing to work with them? The new acts?
Of course, I work with anybody. Definitely. Hey, music nice, you know. So, I'm for the music first. And everything come after. So, I'm ready to work with anybody, anytime.
Who do you see like you would work with right now?
Oh, all of them, you know, but I like Valiant. I like what he's doing. I always like TJ. Yeah, a few of them, man. I work with any one of them right now.
Stay tuned for more business and entertainment show when we come back.
If it were not for the Jamaica Stock Exchange listing, Phosphate Company Limited would not be where it's at today.
FESCO started from 5 shareholders who believed that they could execute a fuel company as good as or as better than any multinational.
Caribbean flavors and fragrances. I have seen that our company has expanded tremendously after being listed.
Our experience so far has translated into additional customers.
Being listed on the stock exchange allows us a certain prestige. It also speaks to accountability and transparency.
Our transparency has allowed us to access credit easier and at better rates.
We have expanded in terms of our customer base, in terms of our suppliers.
All the fears I had about banks, about losing control, you are having them. And I tell you, they were dissipated when I spoke to the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
So if you're a private company thinking about growing your profits, having better access to capital, I really think you should consider listing on the junior or the main market.
You may have fears in listing on the main market or the junior market of the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Whatever those fears are, we can help you to allay them. Give us a call today. Our friendly professional staff will help you through the process. Let us have that conversation. Give us that call.
Go ahead, have that conversation as soon as possible. We did it and we're very happy.
Make that call now.
You will be glad you did.
If you're a private company thinking about growing your profits, having better access to capital, I really think you should consider listing on the junior or the main market. Our experience so far has translated into additional customers. Our transparency has allowed us to access credit easier and at better rates. Go ahead, have that conversation as soon as possible. We did it and we're very happy.
Being listed on the stock exchange allows us a certain prestige. It also speaks to accountability and transparency. If you have any doubts about being listed, just give the Jamaica Stock Exchange a call. They'll be very happy to take you through the process and also provide you with the information that you may need. Make that call now.
You mentioned something in our pre-discussion about the music not having a mid-frequency, a mid-range frequency. Can you just tell me what is mid-range, low-range, high-range, and why mid-range is important?
All right, in a nutshell, I don't want to get too technical because it's kind of boring, but the sound of where dancehall is more bottom heavy and top heavy. There's less mid-range. Like middle frequency. There's a certain frequency that the world relates and is always in the middle. So the new stuff is pretty heavy and pretty at the top, but the mid-range is kind of subdued a little way. So that's what I noticed, my observation.
And you think that might add to the selling problem?
No, I don't think it adds to the selling problem. It's just more of a communication. Because music is a form of communication, to different culture and different people. Dancer was always a mid-forward music. So now with the music don't have that mid-forward. If you understand where I'm coming from. Yeah.
As you see it being exploited, the top four, you have 4 songs that are certified diamond. There are 100 songs certified diamond. 4 of them are dancehall. One is Sorry by Justin Bieber. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. French Montana and Swelly Unforgettable. So dancehall is indeed selling, but the Jamaican is not on the ones that's selling, right? As you see it being used and fused and exploited overseas, if you're supposed to take an artist from scratch to diamond, take me through that process, what you would do.
That's a very loaded question. And with one interview, I couldn't explain that. But in a nutshell, it's marketing. That's the main thing. All those songs that you spoke about, diamond, is all in the marketing. I have to figure out a way to do it. It's marketing, social media, different kind of media, streets, but Caribbean diaspora era is just really marketing in a nutshell to reach that level. All those songs is not just a song. Everybody can come with a song, which is dancehall influence, but it's all in the marketing. That's the only way I can explain that.
broke off your back and the eminent success of that, did you have a marketing plan for that?
Originally, yeah, definitely. I went in hard. It was cost a lot
How much did you spend?
I'm not going to get into numbers, but yeah, it cost a lot in the beginning, you know, and because it wasn't just putting out. I did experiment with that song. Started from the New York side, and I did the South America side. Not much in Europe. Europe catch on for some reason, but I did some marketing with that project.
When you saw Chris Brown latch onto it, what was that feeling?
Well, to my surprise, it was from Empire side. I didn't know about it until it happened, right? So that was a remix that just came by, and it was good. It was good.
But it wasn't the first you working with big international artists. You've worked with Shaka Khan.
Yeah, I did work with Shaka Khan and Shaggy on Shaggy's album.
Which song was that?
Get My Party On.
And she was in the studio with you?
She was in the studio.
What was that like?
It's fun. It was fun. It's always fun, even with the small artists. But just being in the studio with Shaka Khan with that kind of experience was great.
Do you want a Grammy?
Right now, I'd work with a Bammy. I'm fine. I'm just making music. I don't care about those stuff. I swear, if it happens, it happens. It's not a big deal to me.
So do you think the Grammys are important to reggae's development?
I think Grammy is just it's a small part of this big movement that we have in Jamaica. You know? It's just a small. I know we paid a lot of emphasis on it, but it's just a small part of this big movement of reggae and dancehall. And we appreciate what we get, and we have more to do. So Grammy is fine. It's not but it's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From where you sit, who you think have next in Jamaica? Who you think is the next big thing?
Oh gosh, that's a loaded question. Who's next big thing? I think what you should focus on is how we can bring back this unity of the culture that we have, and how we can bring everything together and say, okay, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this, and just know that it's a unity. If we come together in the whole industry, it's a force that nobody can touch. And that's the main thing. Nobody fighting. Nobody want to be on the rhythm with that. Nobody want to be on the stage with that artist. We need to stop that. That's our poison right now. Big time.
Do producers come together though? You're talking about always. Artists coming together. Do producers?
Yeah, we do. There's no fight. There's no animosity between producers. No way.
And where you want to see the entertainment business go? Yes, let's say there's unity and everybody come together and kumbaya.
There's no kumbaya, I don't say kumbaya, There will never be kumbaya. But there's a bigger picture, and we just need to just figure it out. Yeah.
That's my question. What's that bigger picture that you'd like to see? Is it something that happened in the past, or you're seeing a new future for the music industry?
I wish I could see the future, but I can't. But guess what? These kids, the new bloods, just need to figure it out and know that the only way this is going to work as a movement is everybody doing it I really can't explain how, but these kids have to figure it out and know that it's not just for one person. It's for a full industry. You understand? That's the only way we're gonna compete against other genres. Hip hop, soca, Afrobeat. That's our main competition. You understand? It's not just one person. One person can't do it. Afrobeat is not just one one artist is a slew of them just come in and just take, you know? That's what dancehall did, you know? And we continue for years until everybody just start, okay, cut off and say, yeah man, move over here, so me over here, so. That's our main problem.
A lot of artists and producers are selling their catalogs. Would you ever sell your catalog?
You know, I didn't even get into that, you know. I don't even think about that, really. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm not at that bridge. I'm still making music and having fun. That's where I'm at.
But if you get an offer?
You know, I don't know. I swear I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you yes or no.
Yeah. My last question to you is, give me your top 5 favorite artists of all time.
Oh, man. All right, you know what? I'm going to do this.
You can give albums too. If you don't have artists, you can give albums.
I'm going to think about it and get back to you.
Nah,
No, there's no way you can just put me on the spot. I don't know. There's so many different flavors out there and different sounds and different genres that I have to sit and pick from. That is first somebody asks a question like that. You have from the classical side, you have from jazz side, you have from the pop side, you have from the reggae, you have from the soca, you have from the Afrobeat, not the new Afrobeat, you're talking from fella. So, you have rock, another interview.
And all of this inform your music making, and
taste, to where Birch is at. So you asking me a question like that, I could never just do it. I'm going to think about it.
All right. So we'll catch Birch next time when he will tell us.
Yeah, there will be a next time.
His top 5.
Top 5, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Business and Entertainment Show. My name is JR Watkis. My guest is Birch Hill.
Respect.
Birch Hill Records.
Sell us art still.
Catch me next week right here on this station. This is the Business and Entertainment Show.
Being listed on the stock exchange allows us a certain prestige. It also speaks to accountability and transparency. If you have any doubts about being listed, just give the Jamaica Stock Exchange a call. They'll be very happy to take you through the process and also provide you with the information that you may need. Make that call now.
If you're a private company thinking about growing your profits, having better access to capital, I really think you should consider listing on the junior or the main market. Our experience so far has translated into additional customers. Our transparency has allowed us to access credit easier and at better rates. Go ahead, have that conversation as soon as possible. We did it and we're very happy.
If it were not for the Jamaica Stock Exchange listing, Phosphate Company Limited would not be where it's at today. All the fears I had about banks, about losing control, they were dissipated when I spoke to the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Make that call today to the Jamaica Stock Exchange. You will be glad you did.